Alright guys, so just before we start this video, all of the gameplay footage you're going to be seeing is actually from a live stream that I did. So if you want to join these live streams, maybe press the notification bell so you can see each time I go live. It's very fun, I get to talk to you guys and play the game. So yeah, enjoy the video. So Spider-Man Miles Morales is the sequel to Marvel's Spider-Man, which is my favorite game of all time, and yes, it is. Sorry, Super Mario Galaxy, I do have a new favorite game. So when you play Spider-Man Miles Morales, you truly feel a vibe that's more teenager, whereas with Spider-Man Peter Parker, you feel a vibe that's more adult. With the swinging, with the combat. Miles has like an insane amount of tricks he can do in the air, which is really fun to pull off. And in Marvel Spider-Man, the amount of tricks you can do in the air, there's like 3 tricks. Let's just get into web swinging. That is an insane part of Spider-Man Miles Morales. I have a new PS4 game, and I still haven't put it in my PS4 because I still just can't take Spider-Man Miles Morales out of my PS4. And I finished the story, I finished all of the app activities. If you guys know what that is, if you've played the game, you know what the app activities are. But I just, once in a while, like to turn on my PS4 and just swing. It's all about the swinging. The tricking and the cool stuff you can do while swinging is just insane. It's so fun that I can literally just open up my PS4 just to swing a little bit and then just turn it off. It's so fun. Woo! That's nice. Okay. Bro, I want to be able to web swing. Man, that's so fun. I think it's the best part of Spider-Man Miles Morales, to be honest with you guys. I guess let's move on over to combat. It's what I was talking about before, when there's like a teen vibe. So the combat feels great just like in Marvel Spider-Man. You got all your gadgets, you got everything you need, and I guess it's just very fun. And I completely forgot to talk about Venom and invisibility. Well, you see, the real star of the show here was the Venom. I think it was really badass to pull off these Venom moves on enemies, but invisibility just felt okay, but Venom was my favorite. I mean, I like them both, but Venom was so cool to use. Now, a lot of people might find this game short, but I don't. I think even though I played it, I finished the main story in like one night. I expect it to be as long as Marvel Spider-Man, because that just doesn't make any sense. Oh, it isn't as long, but you still got collectibles and stuff to do when you finish the game, so it's still really fun once you finish the story. Let's actually get into it, because the story is very interesting. I'm not gonna be spoiling anything. I just want to say that this is a pretty insane story. It involves the Tinkerer. Not gonna be talking about Tinkerer too much, just to not ruin anything for you guys. But we know that Miles is moving to Harlem from Brooklyn, so that's a thing that kind of mixes around in the story. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Now, like I said, I don't want to spoil too much about the story, but the story is just great. The thing is, with those Insomniac Spider-Man games, both of those games have insanely good story. Now, I think if a game is fun, for me it's not enough, right? Unless it's some sort of online game. For me, I kind of need story. I don't know. So the story in Miles Morales is great. It involves the Tinkerer, some sort of energy company called Roxxon. Trust me, it is very, very entertaining, very emotional, I would say, as well. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about the PS4 and PS5 situation, and I'm gonna just throw it out there, buy the PS4 version, honestly. Because by the PS4 version, think of this, you might not have the cool PS5 box, but you will be able to play it on your PS4 and on your PS5, when if you get it on your PS5, you won't be able to play it on your PS4. Now, what am I saying here? Well, basically, if you buy the PS4 version, will be able to upgrade it to PS5. So if you have a PS4 right now and you want to play the game, buy it, and then when you have a PS5, you can put it in the PS5 and upgrade it for the full PS5 experience. So it basically gives you 2 games, where in the PS5 version, you get 1 game. So I think it's just better to buy the PS4 version. I mean, I played the whole game on the PS4, so I can't really talk about ray tracing and all that. Which, by the way, I'm sorry for this, but I shouldn't be sorry. Sony should be Sony. Did I just say Sony should be Sony? I mean, that kind of makes sense, but Sony should be sorry for not having enough PS5s in stock. To conclude this whole thing, Spider-Man Miles Morales is a great successor to Marvel's Spider-Man, but I think we deserve a real, full game of Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and I'm really waiting for that, and I'm really waiting for that to come. Now, in Marvel's Spider-Man, the first one, there was no black suit, there was no symbiote suit. Why is that like this? Well, maybe because they want to include Venom in their next game. So Marvel Spider-Man 2 maybe is going to include Venom, and then that's when you're going to have the symbiote suit. Because it doesn't make sense to have a Spider-Man game without a symbiote suit. Just think of that. So yeah guys, that's kind of my thought about the game. I do recommend buying it. Oh, and by the way, if we're talking about new superhero games, Marvel's Avengers, oh yeah, don't buy that. I was literally going to a store, picking it up from the shelf, and it was so expensive, and I was like, it's not worth my money, a game that I know isn't really that good, not a lot of people bought it. Probably not worth my money, it was really expensive. But that really doesn't matter. We were talking about Miles Morales, not about Marvel's Avengers. So just end the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, press that like button. If you like this video, then more videos are going to come. So press that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.